Have you ever heard of people using sperm to fix skin problems? Yes, sperm. Crazy stuff. As we speak right now, a big company from the Europeans is trying to bring into Africa a product based on sperm for skincare. Now, what sperm? We're talking about salmon sperm. Salmon. I know some people call it salmon. Salmon, the fish. Salmon. Yes. Salmon sperm used for skincare for Africans. Interesting, right? Well, they're not going to tell you that, but it's going to be incorporated into the details of the product. So you need to read the product to know that you're using salmon sperm on your skin. Crazy stuff, isn't it? People will do a lot of things for beauty. As we know right now, the African continent spent about $8 billion in skincare. We're only talking about ladies. $8 billion. That's bigger than the GDP of a few African countries. So you can basically build an African country with the money African ladies spend on skincare. Yeah. And unfortunately, some of the skincare products, as per the insiders, are used to make your skin feel good for a little bit. Once you use it, you feel good. You see the change. But as soon as you stop using it, it becomes worse. Why? Because it's engineered so. The goal is very simple. You use it. Once you use it, you stuck. There's nothing you can do about it. You cannot live without it. I know a lot of people in Central Africa, especially, used to use products that make your skin clearer or maybe lighter. I don't know why black people love to look lighter. But as soon as you look lighter, you feel good about yourself, right? But as soon as you stop using that product, what happens? You become darker than before. And it makes you look worse. So what you need to do, you definitely need to go buy the product again. So basically, they've turned you from a person who could live with the insecurity to a person who, unfortunately, his situation is much worse than what it was before. Crazy. Well, this is very valid. Some people say medicals do that too. There are some diseases that I'm not going to name here to try to avoid some situation that are supposedly incurable. And a lot of people, when they don't use any products for it, they live okay. Yeah. Until they start using whatever is supposed to keep them alive, then they start experiencing real issues. Yeah, so I've seen myself, some people, 16 years, 17 years, never had any issue. He says that he has never used nothing to protect himself like that. He's never taken anything to keep him alive. But as soon as he started taking some of the stuff, his health just went south. Boom. Now he becomes obliged to go get treated every single day. I mean, he never had any situation in the past. Now, my question is it working or is it enterprise? It's just a big business. So that's what it is, fellas. Salmon sperm for skincare. Crazy stuff what women will do for beauty. Salmon care. So they want to bring the product in Africa and they are not forced to publicize that it is salmon sperm. Now, you're probably asking yourself a question, why salmon sperm? Well, they call it Miracle Care Salmon Sperm Skincare. It originates from Korea. It's worth $10 billion as a business. And obviously, they're using some Africans to promote it. The goal is, if you promote it, you get cut. A lot of Africans, unfortunately, will do anything for money. Why salmon? Because apparently, salmon's DNA is very close to the human being DNA. Did you know that? You're close to a fish than anything else. You are closer to a fish than a monkey. Crazy. So they say they're going to use it through the skin. There are many ways of doing it. You can apply it as a cream, or they can do what they call macroneedling into your skin. And they say this helps with skin regeneration, wound healing, and anti-inflammatory properties. How do you feel about using salmon sperm in your face? Well, this is crazy because it's not the first time that people use crazy stuff for their skin. Cleopatra, this lady right here, you know Cleopatra, right? Cleopatra bathed in sour donkey milk to keep her skin soft and youthful. Sour donkey milk bathing inside so your skin can be good. Interesting, isn't it? A lot of people say that sour donkey milk help heal damaged skin, acne and scars, many other things. And this is not new because people from DRC, in some area of DRC, some ladies use sperm, men's sperm. So after doing, they just keep it there as a mask. and apparently it works really, really good. Yeah, men's sperm. So you just gotta, but it's gotta be your man, not a stranger. It must be somebody you married to for it to work. I think it's a good thing that it has to be somebody you married to. Do you believe that? They say it works well. It's good for scars and all that stuff. Okay, there are crazy things human beings do for beauty. There's also what they call the vampire facial. This is basically using blood, your own blood plasma on the skin. The Kardashians did it a few times on television. I mean, it's been there for a long time. I think they just put it out there to the world to see. You know, it's the esthetician basically just draws your blood, separate the plasma from other things, then use microneedling in your face. The goal is to obviously regenerate your skin and boost collagen. What do you think about that? People have used many things over the years. Pulling a snail on your face for anti-aging, hydration, and healing scars. I've done that myself. I've put that on. I used to have a very ugly scar on the leg, and I used to use snails, and that really worked. Like I said earlier, the African continent spent about $9 billion on skin, you know, ladies only. We could use that money to build Africa in a different way. Anyway, are you going to use trout sperm or salmon sperm on your face? As we speak right now, a big company from the Europeans is trying to bring into Africa a product based on sperm for skincare. Now, what sperm? We're talking about salmon sperm. Salmon. I know some people call it salmon. Salmon, the fish. Salmon. Yes. Salmon sperm used for skincare for Africans. Salmon sperm for skincare. Crazy stuff what women will do for beauty. Salmon care. So they want to bring the product in Africa and they are not forced to publicize that it is salmon sperm. So they say they're going to use it through the skin. There are many ways of doing it. You can apply it as a cream, or they can do what they call macroneedling into your skin. This helps with skin regeneration, wound healing, and anti-inflammatory properties. Let me know how you feel about this. Sperm for skincare. Would you ever use it from your husband, you know, as a mask? They say it works. Drop a comment, fellas. YouTube say a lot of you guys watch videos, but you don't comment. Please do comment. God bless.